just what I was getting into. Knocking on the door of your hotel room with nothing but a jacket and some fuck me shoes. I knew it was on. I heard you say, ah, ooh, gaga. I knew you were gonna tear your way into me like a present on Christmas Day. I know all about the consequence of getting into bed with you. My heart is saying I don't need that shit, but all of my body is saying I do. Babe, I think that you might be the best drug in Tennessee. With 1 second to spare. Hello. I see one eyeball. Could it be Steve, Steven, Kent, Wade, Rachel, Mary, who am I missing? John, duh, of course, probably John. Anyways, we are Munchausen by proxy, by the ballers of Munchausen by proxy by proxy. And I'm going to do this again. I should do it. I should do it with this. Remember in Yes Man when she sang that song? And it was kind of like that. It was like, hold on. How did it go? It was like, it was like, we went to the market in a second. Ooh, I said, who are you? Who are you? You guys, you know what I'm talking about? I'll learn that song that Zooey Deschanel did in her band Munchausen by proxy. So, yeah, anyway, welcome to Married to Monday, where I neurodivergently play something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue. When I don't know what else to do, usually I throw my shoe. And I am so happy to be here with you. I have so many things to talk about. One is I didn't get very much sleep last night. And when that happens, my filter's like worse gone than usual. So the first thing I want to talk about, well, I guess first I should just make sure this is working. So I'm going to look in this chat. Hi, I see you now. Hey, Steve Steven. You're going to be watching here, chatting on the gram. Perfect. How can you guys tell me, I want to talk about the sound with John soon, because as you can see, ta-da! But first, you should talk about how awesome I am. Diesel is so awesome. And when he gives me $5, he's going to be even more awesome, and you'll hear all about it in the song that I write for him on the spot, because he gave his song away last week. So I hope you saved up your $5 so you could have one for yourself this week. Okay, y'all, do you see this where it says host? You're on both channels on Facebook for once. Okay, so when you say both channels, do you mean stereo? I'm in stereo. Yes, I'm really excited to talk about my new mic. It's actually not mine. I can't take ownership of it yet. Well, not I say yet. I'm just, I'm not. We'll get there. Do you guys see the comment that I just put in here where it says "Welcome to Rain Monday," and then it's got the PayPal, and then it's got the You're Losing Me album link, and it's got the pre-save link, and it's got the ticket show link. Does anybody see that? Okay, Diesel, do you see that? Diesel, can you copy that? And can anybody who's anywhere are you able to copy that comment? Because the issue is that old comments are pinned, and I can't get them off. I mean, man, it'd probably take me all day to figure out how to get them off. Or I just have to redo things, which I could. But it takes me... Okay, so maybe Diesel could do it on Facebook and Steven could do it on YouTube, maybe? If you can do it on YouTube, I don't know. But and then if anybody on Insta, let me pull that up, asks about like what is the registry or how do I give you baller dollars, then maybe you guys could just tell them, you know, or post it to them in the chat there. I don't know. I don't know how to figure that out. Hi, Mary had a little lion. Okay. Penny Joe, hello. Hello, Rio or Rio. KMD Investment Real Estate joined. Well, probably doing better than, probably should have gone into real estate myself. KMD. Hello, Rod Pick. Ooh, that sounds, oh, it's like A-Rod? That's like, okay, sorry. Every now and then you got to be careful just reading names because that might, you know, just so you know, that wasn't a request, you know, for a Rod Pick. Hey, Roberto. All right, getting good and distracted over here on the gram. Okay, the registry on top. What do you mean the registry on top? It's like the whole thing is the registry. You know what I mean? Like the registry is where you leave the baller dollars, which is either going to be, ooh, look, you can see my, I lost my fancy lights. You know, I had my fancy lights, but it's okay because now I have a fancy microphone, so we're going to trade it off. And if you would like to know how I got this microphone, I'm going to tell you because I owe him 2 songs, I believe. So I'm going to tell you. I'm going to start the night off with a big baller dollar song for John. You wouldn't believe how surprised I was. Well, I wasn't that surprised actually, because he told me that I was going to see it when he mailed it to me. He said that he wanted to help me improve my sound issues, cause I had a lot. And when I went to the mailbox, I found this ear trumpet mic, and it came from John. Woo! How's it sound? John Newquist, big baller. You can be big baller number 1 this week. I mean, we don't want to take it away from Kent, R.I.P. But you can stand in since he's not here. I mean, he's here, but since he's not like physically here, because John is helping me, right? Sound so much better for you and look cooler too. These are so cool, these ear trumpet mics. And what they're supposed to do is like, it's right condenser, right, John? Like it equally will pick up the voice and the guitar. Now, I was troubleshooting it earlier and I think I need to get a new interface. Feel free to send me an interface, anyone. But I think my interface makes this sound like a little bit warbly, you know. So we're just going to keep upgrading the situation bit by bit. And I'm just going to keep this really cool ear trumpet mic safe for John, Big Baller John. All right. I see no comments. Let's see. Oh, hey, lasers. Maybe I should cover Mystery Highway. You guys, I love Lasers Birmingham. You should go check him out. He has really cool cosmic country songs. They make you want to do drugs in a good way. And he was just here, and that was real fun to go see play at Skinny Dennis. I can't figure out why no one's dancing. Why is no one two-stepping in Nashville? It's just not it's not like Texas that way, you know? Hi, Gary Hector. Bluegrass. Okay, I've missed some comments from John, so I don't know what you said. John rocks. It's so true. Do the rubber doohickeys work on the omnicord? No.
They don't, but I think they do something where it's like when I drag it across the thing, then I put my finger on it. Afterwards, maybe it's something with like the static electricity. It works for like a minute. But I didn't have time to practice my omnichord, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna add like one new thing a week because I'm that's my how my ambition works, like one new thing a week. So, welcome to Married to Monday, where I play you something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue, and who knows what else I will do. Welcome, Wade, Mary, Penny, Roberto, Gary, Lasers, John, Steve, Steven, Diesel, Rachel, maybe later. We are the ballers of Munchausen by proxy by proxy. You guys, I'm going to make shirts that say the ballers of Munchausen by proxy, but only when I like raise enough baller dollars to do it. You know what I'm saying? It might be a while. Because there's only like really 4 or 5 like real ballers. And I have to thank you guys. I have to thank you so much because all of your like the ballers are so good at sharing when I post something about a new single and they share it. I got really crazy with posting this week though. Like I started everything that made me laugh out loud. I started posting. I think I was doing that last week. I have to quit. I'm getting too like I'm too much scrolling. I quit. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to go back just to promoting myself only, just me. That's it. Unless I say something funny, then I'll post that. But right now it's just like real serious. Maybe it's serious because of Pluto squaring the sun. I don't know if any of you, Mary, you'll have to weigh in on this. I don't know if any of you guys know about like the beginning of Taurus season last week and all the things that are happening with like, did anybody have any like difficult conversations last week? Just out of curiosity, is anyone having a tense beginning, end of the week, like over the weekend? Was there any tension? Let me know. Let me know what happened to you. Because the stars are sort of like prescribing that for all of us, but it's going to get better. But this is another sort of like an intense time, but we're going to turn a corner soon, you know. Anyway, right now, or is it right now or is it in a couple days when Pluto squares the sun, which is squares are challenges. And Pluto represents I've learned so much about astrology this week. I also got a book that is like to become a witch. So I don't know, maybe I'll combine them, but I'm in witch school right now. But it's like a do it DIY witch program. But I did like start making some spells last night. One of them I made in the microwave because the instructions were already on the box and it was a magical pizza. Yeah, okay, so when Pluto, this is what you need to know, y'all. Pluto, by the way, I'm not an astrologer at all. I'm just regurgitating things that you can hear on YouTube. This is April 21st, Monday. Saturn conjoins the North Node. Commit to the projects worthy of your energy, you guys. Say no to everything else. Maybe schedule some extra shut-eye. You could probably use some. Okay, so it doesn't say anything about what's happening with the moon, and oh, Sun squares Pluto. Okay, on Wednesday, and that might be a tough day. So Pluto's like all the parts of ourselves that we want to hide, and Pluto represents like sort of like like greed. Like Pluto like hoards all the money, you know. But then like the money can't move, like prosperity cannot move because money is energy and it must come in to go out, which is why I highly recommend that you send me some baller dollars. And I know I haven't played a song yet, but when you send me a baller dollar, sometimes I play songs that people like even more than the songs that I spent years crafting to write. But I will play you one of those because I was lucky enough to have Steven make should I accept a friend request? Oh, hi, Rodney. I'm accepting a friend request on Venmo and I'm turning on the thing because otherwise we won't know when the baller dollars come in. God, I'm like, you guys think that I'm doing this for the money or something. Well, I'm not, but I am. It's like a both and. So, I mean, not gonna lie, y'all really helped me out, Okay, so for something old, Steven requested a song off of the Trash Cannon album called Daddy O Mine. And I did write this song for my dad. And my father and I were estranged, and now he's dead. And ain't that just the way the cookie crumbles? The stars are good here. I met a woman Thursday who evacuated Asheville during Helene. She escaped with her dog, lost her guitar. Sounds sad, but it's happy. I'm giving her my C Fox Napa Ohm guitar. Wow, I've never heard of that kind of guitar. That sounds really... Thanks, John. See, John understands. John knows how to work with Pluto. Your south node is probably in Pisces or something. Anyways, I don't know what I'm talking about, but that was good of you, John. So you guys, this thing about my dad, right? Like, when I wrote this. You'll tell me if it's clipping, right? Diesel and Steven? Will you weigh in on sound, y'all? And also John, because John must know a thing or two about this mic. So, trying to have, oh good, only grab what I see. Trying to have a difficult conversation, but first I gotta text the girl and get her to call me back. What? Good luck with that. I don't know what you mean, but I might be able to help you with your language, like wording it so that you can get her to call you back if you're having a hard time getting girls to call you back. I do it all the time on the dating profiles. Like, ooh, somebody just sent some baller dollars. So, but I'll just finish this sentence. Like on the date, hey, Mamie Lou, I love you, girl. So sometimes on dating profiles, I will, like, if a guy is just like, I'll be like, please let me help you word your profile more sensitively. Like, I'm not interested, but I think that I could help you out just like with a tweak here and there. Ooh, didn't mess up this week, you now. Thank you. Thank you, Steve. Oh my God, that's so funny. What do you want, Steven? Oh, well, I'll pick for you. How about Latin? How about something, yeah. Steven sent in his baller dollars this week. He actually sent it to me last week. He accidentally requested that I pay him some money, and I said, okay, Steven, if you want to, I will pay you, but you gotta write 4 songs, and then you gotta throw your shoe, and then you gotta do it in front of the whole world, too. These are getting long, cha-cha-cha. How about that? Sometimes, first one doesn't count. Like, I gotta, like, warm up, Hey, Cat Mendoza. Thank you for my flower. Alrighty. Okay. Well, she's gay, so tweeting dating profile won't help much. Sure. Yeah. Gay women are women too. You know what I mean? Most of them. If they want, depending on how they identify. So, for something old, right? I was going to play this song, Daddy O' Mine. I'm going to play it. So, what I'm going to tell you is that when I put this album out, the Trash Cannon album, like, I learned a lot of things about my dad's side of my family, and I've kind of been estranged from all of them, sort of. Not because it's just, I don't know, there's some kind of water under that bridge, but like, I heard from the cousins that, there was a lot of criticism for the shameful subject matter that I was singing about. And a lot of it had been misinterpreted, but I kind of was slut shamed by like half of my family. And I remember right before my dad died, I asked one of my estranged siblings, who we were not estranged during the funeral time, did he ever hear this song? And she said, well, we made sure he didn't hear it. And I was like, wow, I think he would have appreciated this song because my dad was a storyteller. And sometimes, I think I've played this on Married to Monday before, right? Haven't I? So you probably have heard the story about how, like, when I play it, sometimes when I play it live, he'll do something, like, because he's been showing up so much better for me in his death than he was, like, from the time I was 4 years old and beyond. He was pretty good before that, but like, he, yeah, like, I had a back surgery, and this was like 6 months after he died, and I woke up out of anesthesia. Hi, Jack Barksdale. Woo! A-listers. And I woke up out of anesthesia, and I was holding a hand in my hand. The doctor said, Caitlin, does your leg hurt? They like yell at you when you're waking up out of anesthesia, and you're like, ah. And I couldn't get back over. I was like still on the other side, but in my hand, I was holding a hand, and the hand that I was holding didn't have a pinky. And my dad didn't have a pinky. He had lost his finger to a stack of manhole covers. Drove himself to the hospital with his finger hanging off. That was who he was. You know what I mean? That was who he was. And he was very magical, but he really just like was more comfortable in the woods than like trying to do society. And I relate, I think I must get that from him. That's why, we're building this. We're building this little community of Munchausen by proxy ballers. And it's going to be slow to build because, there's just some of these people that we are just more comfortable on the outskirts, don't you think? Well, anyway, I think that he would have appreciated this song because, because I did tell the truth, So I'd love to sing it for you, and I'd love to sing it for you in the spirit of writing the truth, and like letting songs do what they're supposed to do, and not, not giving a shit what your slut shaming Alabamian relatives think about you.
used to tell me that I had your eyes, a little bit sad and a little bit wise. Covered your face with an old Stetson hat and a Marlboro cigarette colored mustache. If you cared under there, I never knew that. Here I go again, trying to find a man who won't end up leaving without giving a reason. When I was a little girl, I liked to trace all the lines that you had in your forehead and face. Were they put there by worry or put there by time? When I asked, you said it was no business of mine. You were in pain. I never knew why. Here I go again, trying to find a man who won't end up leaving without giving a reason. I always said you were misunderstood, that your heart had been carved from an old block of wood. Now I've been called selfish and told I'm unkind, so I guess I take after that daddy of mine. Here I go again, trying to find a man I'll end up leaving him without giving a reason why. Like that daddy of mine. How about that? Let me tell you something. They're all blue tonight, y'all. They are all blue tonight, except for the next one I'm gonna play. But yeah, that was Daddy O' Mine. That felt good. It always feels good to sing that. You know, it was the OG wound, the original wound. Oh, thanks, Mamie. I need someone to hurt with me. I like hurt right now. Thank you for hurting with me. That's why I do this. I do this so I don't have to hurt alone. Hey, thanks. John, you guys, how's my new mic? How's it sound? We all must thank John for the improved sound, and I'm only going to improve it more. Okay, girl. Hey, y'all, did you get your tickets yet, Mamie? Can you come to the show, or you can't come? Can you come to the show? I got a text from Grimy today, and he was like, "You've sold 3 tickets." And I know one of them is Steve Steven, maybe 2, and I know another one of them is Wade. So I gotta start working on actually getting people to the show. It's hard. It's hard to get people in Nashville to come to the show. I mean, like, just by posting about it, usually have to like tell people, "Hey, I would really love it if you would come to my show." Actually, you know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take all the. Oh, thanks, babe. Thank you. I'm gonna take all. I love you. I'm gonna take. I miss you. I don't know. I haven't seen Ryan either. I'm like not able to like find friends. But I am a witch now, Mamie. I got a book, so maybe we can do some seances. Yeah, but oh, the show. I'm gonna have like a 10-piece band. I'm gonna have like. It's gonna be
Is there gonna be more people on stage? There's gonna be a house, but it's gonna be so great. It's gonna be good, and I'm really excited about it. So yeah, that's the registry. If welcome to Married to Monday, where I play you something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. I play the music at my own wedding to this day. And if you like what you hear, or if you don't, or if you want me to if you want me to make a song up about you on the spot, or maybe pull a tarot card for you or something, read your palm. I don't know how I'd do that. I guess you'd have to like see if I could telepathically see it. You could send me a picture. You could put a picture of your palm in the chat. Put a picture of your palm in the chat if you want me to read your palm. I'll do it. I mean, I don't know how to do that, but can't be. I mean, how hard could it be, really? You know what I mean? It's all intuition, isn't it? And like millennia of study and lineage. I mean, I feel that I have a little bit of the gypsy blood, just a touch of that. And I mean that in the most PC way that I could express it. Now what was I saying? Oh, I make up a song about you on the spot. But if you don't have $5 or not limited to, then there are other things that you can do for the registry, which is you can go and you can pre-save the album, or you can take the link and send it to your friends, or you can pre-save You're Losing Me, which is the single that's coming out. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should do, no, because that'll be new next week, won't it? Okay, so I won't do that. Pre-save You're Losing Me. It's coming out on Friday. It's got a really, really cute lyric video. Thank you very much for liking my lyric video, you guys, and complimenting my stick figures. I know, my new mic is witchy too. You're welcome, Roberto. And then the other thing you can do is buy a ticket to the album release show and come to it if you're not here, or tell people about it in Nashville too. Those are good things that you can do for the registry, and it's a great way to participate in this wedding, since, I mean, you guys never get to be the bride. It's hard. You have to really like weddings to come to this wedding every week. All right. Well, welcome to Married to Monday, where I play something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. We've just heard something old. That would have been Daddy O' Mine off of the Trash Can album. And now we're going to hear something new. And I got new requests from Steven. And then I did that thing where I told him that I wasn't going to play. I asked him to request songs, and I told him I wasn't going to play them. And I decided I can't, that's not good. Because I want Steven to keep requesting songs. You guys can all request songs. It doesn't have to be, but he just does. So he just makes the decision, but I'm not going to do that yet. But I need to start practicing for the show. So I need to be doing more. Hey, Scott. How are you? How is everybody look at Scott. Everybody look at Scott Roush. How's your baby? A year old? I put that card. Let me go get the card. I have a card on my fridge from Scott. I have a card on my fridge from Scott and Tara, and it says, "Thank you so much for the," then it got torn, so I don't know what it was, but then it says, "Oh, the something bum set for our girl Eleanor." It's the baby named Eleanor. "We will dedicate each cleaned butt to you. Your friendship and musical collaborations are always appreciated, so thank you." That is just, that's making a difference in somebody's life. John, I was thinking about you, John Murray. You guys, John Murray's going to be in the band. And Scott was playing with me a lot, and he played on the Trash Cannon album. So go, if you're going to go listen to Daddy O' Mine, you're going to hear Scott playing. And John Murray's going to play bass, and they are going to be playing for Christina Murray. Oh, wow. I just realized that John Murray and Christina Murray have the same last name. What are the chances? You ever notice that, John? And they're playing for her for Christina's show at Skinny Dennis on the 9th. But before that, I think you guys are in. I think you're in Miranda Lambd. So I don't know when we're gonna rehearse, but I was thinking about you, and I just thought if anybody actually is concerned about that, probably is you. Just, to care about the schedule. But it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a really good time. And this is one of the songs, I don't know if we're gonna do all the songs on the record, but just in case we do, I wanna make sure I start practicing them. So I wanna do, for something new, I wanna do My Own Company. I don't know if I've done this for Married to Monday yet, have I? You'll let me know. I wrote it with Kylie Connell. I suppose I've said quite enough, don't you think? Of my few real relationships, ours is by far most complex. I know what you're thinking sometimes, I know what you'll say next. But I don't understand why you do what you do. It ain't for lack of my trying to win someone who wants to be loved, won't let anyone. But I'm in it for life, whatever that looks like. Won't you forgive me? I can't keep living in this dim light. No, I didn't turn out to be the girl of your dreams, but it's getting harder to keep my own company. I look in the mirror and tell you things you don't believe. As if the mantras could drown these insecurities. Too late for babies and 401ks. Too young to be in so much damn pain. But I'm in it for life, whatever that looks like. But I can't forgive me, I'm too damn busy most of the time. No, I didn't turn out to be the girl of my dreams, but it's getting harder to keep my own company. I could start drinking again, go on a bender, throw myself into the Cumberland. But I'm in it for life, whatever that looks like.
could turn out to be the girl of my dreams, to find that all I'd wanna keep is my own company. Of my few real relationships, ours is by far most complex. How about that? Man, I did need to run it. We need to run it. Thank you so much, you guys, for coming to Married to Monday, where I play something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. Get to hear the songs in their rawest. Rawest. I was never someone who could say R words, you know, like Rory, you know that name, Rory, or Joshua Ray Walker. Is another really hard one to say. Hello, Marinade Podcast. I'm looking forward to talking to you. Ooh, you guys, we just got some baller dollars. You know what that means? It's party time. Diesel, because you're in it for life. Thank you so much. Are you going to be my baller for life? Shoot. What do you want? How about slow rock? Let's make it really fast, though. Diesel is his name, and he says that he is in it for life. And I think I know what that means. It means that no matter if I ever get really tired of him, he's not going anywhere. In fact, I think that maybe he should be my booking agent, because he's not afraid to send emails like I am. Cha-cha-cha. How about that? Was that a 3, 4, 6, 8 song? 1, 2, 3, 1. I think it was a... I don't know. I've never been good at that. Numbers. Or letters. I have other talents. Welcome, Mr. Mike Bamford. Hello, Satsuband. And Daniel Lawrence Walker. Hello. Daniel's kind of he's getting a little bit of a baller status a little bit. What a weird thing to be afraid of. I know. I have this whole male issue. Like, oh, wow. It's 8:43. How does this always happen? I will tell you, I have like a male phobia. The producer, Megan Burt, who was my producer of the Trash Can album, one time she actually got me, it was a very thoughtful gift. She like got me some wax that I would melt and stamp to try to make mail fun, to help me conquer my fear of mail. I don't know. It's an anthrax. I just don't know what it is. It's more like, I just have this weird thing with mail incrustations. We talk a lot. That's how, yep. You know what? You know what? I love you with my heart. Okay, well, I'm very excited to play you guys this next song, because I wanted to, for something borrowed, I would like to cover my favorite Dave Bournay song, because Dave Bournay is opening the show. He's playing at 9, and you're going to get to see him. So I need ya to go to their ticket link and get your tickets to the basement so that you don't miss Dave Bournay. And the first time I heard him play this song, I was like, oh my God. That's what I was like. I was like, that is better than any song I've ever heard.
and then I listened to his record, and his record was also just as good. And then he and his wife Anna have become very good friends. They're my neighbors. They live down the street. Sorry, it was the carbonation. I think I just burped in the microphone. So here's the thing. I'm gonna play this for you. I'm gonna butcher it. Pretty sure. But I'm gonna play it for you anyway. Okay? And maybe I'll have him over next Monday to show you how it really goes. Or just any of his songs. All of them are so good. But y'all know how I have Dr. Dealer. So for like every single one of my songs, Dave like has the real talk version. He's got like the truth bomb. So for Something Borrowed, we're gonna hear Disembodied Voices by Dave Bournay. And you gotta hear it live because he's gonna have a band on May 10th at the Basement. Yeah, you know the song, You Can Change Your Mind. You know, maybe I'll just tell you some of these lyrics before I sing it. Like, have you ever considered, okay, it must be hard to feel the weight of all your words on diet cocaine. Have you ever considered these disembodied voices are a symptom of your choices? And you ain't gonna silence them by increasing your dosage. But I believe that you can change your mind. You can change your mind, but boy, like hell, you gotta try. It makes the hair on my arms stand up. And yeah, I don't know. I love SSRIs, don't get me wrong, but like one day I want to get off this shit, you know what I'm saying? It's nice to think that can change your mind, you know? But it's true. You have to really, really try. You have to like change your diet. You have to like balance your microbiome. You have to, you know, I'm lazy, but I'm not always going to be lazy. I'm just waiting until I turn 90 and I have like some kind of a retirement fund or some social security or something. I'm going to move to the blue zone and then I'm going to do it because I'm going to live to be 150. So that'll be like 60 pharmaceutical free years and hopefully 50 and like a pain-free body. And I'll like take 10 to decline and then, you know, do it all over again. So here it is, Dave Bournay, Disembodied Voices. Are you running out of ways to run? Does every score leave you feeling more undone? It must be hard to feel the impact of your actions when you're numb. Are you running out of ways to run? Have you ever seen the light of day? Without last night's weather clouding up the frame. It must be hard to feel the weight of all your words on diet cocaine. Have you ever seen the light of day? Have you ever considered that these disembodied voices are just a symptom of your choices? And you ain't gonna silence them by increasing your dosage. But I believe that you can change your mind. should know by now it's not that bad. Have you ever considered, you should really consider that these disembodied voices are just a symptom of your choices, and you ain't gonna silence them by increasing your doses. But I believe that you can change your mind. You can change your mind. You can change your mind. Boy, like hell you gotta try. Boy, like hell you gotta try. I chickened out on the bridge. I was gonna butcher it. But you can come hear Dave do it. Isn't that a cool song? They're all like that. Sometimes I put his vinyl on and then I like put on Scarface because I like to do that. I like to take the vinyl, my vinyl player is like right underneath my television. They're both kind of vintage. and I like to put on my friends' records and then see what movies they score. Like Lasers, if you're still here, I sent him a video of his vinyl playing to the Jonestown Massacre documentary. It was cool. It was like people standing up who had never walked before. I mean, I believe it because I'm a witch, but I don't think they were. I don't think they had a. I think they planted the. I don't think they had faith in themselves. I mean, clearly not, because they all committed suicide. I mean, just sort of do the math on that. But what was I saying? Welcome to Married to Monday, where I play you something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue. That was Dave Bournay. Yes, Daniel Walker. It was Dave Bournay. Borne with the, thanks Wade, with the, what do you call it? That thingy over the E, the thingy that makes it Bournay, not born. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And then Dave Bournay's record, I put that to Scarface, and it's like, it's so good. You know that scene where they're like at the Coca-Cabana, and he's got this song that goes, everybody gets to heaven, and it just like went really well with that scene. So yeah, send me your vinyls and I'll put it to figure out what soundtrack you go to. So guys, it's 8:53, and that means it is time for me to play you something blue, something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. And I know they've all been blue, except for that one. That one was kind of uplifting, actually. Hey, Andy Rat, if you're still here. Who else? Who else is saying hi? Got off SRIs by microdosing shrooms. I've heard that. I've heard that people are having really good experiences with that. Anthrax, black sheep of the family. Phobia's phone call. Oh, I have that too, Wade. I do. I call it a phonebia. I have that also. Hey, Sav, if you're still here, people pop in and pop out. That's fine. That's fine. We don't hold too tightly to the friends. But if you're a baller, you're here for the hour. You're putting in a solid hour, sometimes more. Hey, Trey. Hey, Andy. Okay, well, you guys, I know you're just dipping your toes in here, but if you want to become officially a baller, then you just go into that there registry, link in my bio, and or on Facebook, it's right there in the comments, or on YouTube, and you just send me $5. Just send me $5. That is the cult membership fee. And then in return for that, I give you a surprise. It's a surprise to us all. And that's the truth. And what else? And then there's other things that you can do in that registry too. So the last thing that I want to say is that I hope everyone had a great Easter. And I on Easter put out like a 10% off discount code to the Jesus is my lover, the Jesus Momoa candle that you light if you want to get them in like Jesus. And no one bought that. But I'm not giving up, okay? Because I have to prove it. I have to prove it to my Alabamian lineage, okay? That I am, that he loves me, even though I'm a slut and a whore and all that. Oh, wait! Because it's one more. I don't get it. Because it's one more? Oh. Wait, what do you mean? It's one more? Is that because you sent 11? That's a good, I don't know. I think that's really funny. Oh, I get it. Shoot, y'all. He went to 11. Cool. That should be your thing. I like that. Let's go. How about, okay. Oh, okay. We'll do a, John, your next song, because don't you get 2 this time, is going to be a waltz. Okay. And I'll do it before we go. Rock. Here we go. Wade, when he sends in his big baller dollars, he doesn't just send in 5, which is all that I ask. And the only reason that I ask that is because it seems like it's kind of easy to send that much. And it doesn't really gonna break the bank. But Jade sent 11 and he sent 11 because these just go to 11. Wade's baller dollars go to 11. Wade's baller dollars go to 11. He does something to earn those dollars, and it has something to do with boats and designing them. Cha cha cha. He does. He does love the slut whores. He loves the slut whores. You know? Jesus. It is interesting, all that. You know what I mean? Because, okay, cool. Hold on. Let me just answer this text message really quick. It's Jesus. I gotta play one more song. Okay. What were we talking about? I don't know. I feel like I'm getting in trouble for this one. I'm gonna get in trouble for this one, right? Am I in trouble? Okay. Yep. Diesel needs to try some shrooms. I don't know. Don't you think you've tried them? Don't you think you've tried them? Ooh, Women's Quest. Is that my Aunt Colleen? Aunt Colleen is here. I can't keep talking about Jesus the way I've been talking about Jesus. I'm sure it's probably who's doing the socials, though, for Women's Quest. Okay, guys. Carolyn? Is it Carolyn? All right. Something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue. So since I can't keep ignoring Steve Stevens' request, I'm going to do the impact for something blue. Do you love that? It's blue, you know? It's like one of the saddest songs I ever wrote. Okay. And this one goes out to the ones I love. Anybody who's having a little extra struggle right now. You know, this song is actually, you know, it's like sometimes it's the ideas of what is happening is worse than the actual thing that is happening. And even when it does appear that we are under attack, usually our feet are still firmly planted on solid ground. We're still breathing in the same air, and just remembering to breathe it is sometimes the thing. So this will be the last one. Something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue. Thank you so much for your baller dollars. Thank you so much for coming to Married to Monday. And I can't wait to see some of you guys on the 10th. It's going to be so fun. And yeah, send me your requests for next week and we'll do it again. And I will try and know more of what I'm talking about, if you know what I mean. This song's called The Impact. This song's going to be out May 9th on Love Addict, the album. Okay, here you go. If I seem a little off and far away, it's just because I put all my fight and hanging on, but it was not enough. It's out of my hands. I know it's gonna break every bone, but here I am in midair. I'm falling as fast as the rain. Out here where all I have is a prayer, and the gravity promises pain. It's all gonna change. I had a heart attack, bracing myself for the impact. Life is passing in a flash. I don't hear the ambulance. I think on the plans I had, now I can hear the angels laughing. Now I know what it's like to put my feet down and find they're not on the ground, they're hung out in the sky. Here I am in midair, I'm falling as fast as the rain. Out here where all I have is a prayer, and the gravity promises pain. Thank you guys so much for coming to Married to Monday. This has been something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue, maybe a little bit weirder than normal. Maybe not. Thank you so much to my ballers. You know who you are. And I am going to send you out on your very own baller dollar ditty. And this one's for John because he loves songs in 3, 4, and 6, 8. See what this is. Waltz. Better. I'm gonna make good on the songs that I've promised to John because he sent me the microphone, but I also am going to say hello to Mike Kennebrew because he's a baller too. And good night, everybody. Good night, everybody. I really have enjoyed you coming to this wedding. Now we are going to be joined forever. Cha cha cha.